Good luck.
Everyone knows that the scariest demons are found on Class 4 islands.
Yes. The Abbey's made sure to spread the word so that people don't put themselves in danger.
Yeah, and from what I know, the worst of the lot is a place called Boss Island.
Boss Island? I don't think I've ever heard of it.
I'd be surprised if you had. It's just a name we pirates gave it. All the biggest and baddest of demons come to that island to fight and kill each other.
So that's why you call it Boss Island. I'm just glad they're killing each other off and leaving us alone.
I bet it makes for quite the show, too. Maybe give it a name, like Ultimate Demon Fighting Championship or something.
Oh, that's a great idea. It sounds so festive. Bet it'd be fun.
Oh yes, you could even be the star of the whole show. There you'd be, standing alone against the nastiest critters around. I guarantee you'll have all of Midgand moved to tears.
Eek! Forget about them. I'll be the one crying if I tried that.
Poor Bienfu. Every time Magulu teases him, I feel like I could cry too.
There's a Class 4 island that folks were too afraid to go near even before the demons showed up.
If there weren't any demons, what was so scary?
Well, the guy who owned the island was a real lowlife. They say he'd take a bunch of lawbreakers out there and make them kill each other.
Bien. Crimes or not, that's terrible.
The seas near the island ran red with the blood of the convicts. Hell, you could even smell it in the air. Folks say that even now, on nights when the sea turns red under the light of the crimson moon, the prisoners' spirits return to the island. You ask me? I bet that those demons are reincarnations of the dead prisoners. If you go there, you'd best be careful.
I'd rather just stay far, far away.
I heard about some Abbey people who went to recon a Class 4 island and haven't come back.
Oh? I wonder what's drawn their gaze.
Well, recently, a fishing boat carrying demons washed up in the harbor and caused a real stir.
The crew just probably caught demon blight, right?
Well, about that. People found flowers on the ship that only bloom on that there Class 4 island. But even if the fishermen had gone near the island, they weren't the types who'd ever even consider setting foot on its shore.
Could the demons have attacked the ship, then ridden it all the way to the harbor in search of more prey?
The demons were wolfmen-looking guys. Certainly got the Abbey on alert. A whole bunch of intelligent demons is bad news.
Wolfmen? An island of Therians? I'd say that place ranks 6th on the places where I'd least want to live.
Wait, what the hell kinds of places are 1 through 5?
Is that a fighting arena of some sort? I don't see any demons around.
Look! There's something spewing out of the middle!
I sense a really malicious force emanating from it.
It's probably the vengeful spirits of those who fought and died here looking for glory!
Thanks for that. Now I've got goosebumps.
Let's try not to wind up as more vengeful spirits.
I'm extra good at beating up the weak ones! Easy peasy! Elements of green!
You're not hurt, are you?
No, I'm fine.
Looks like we won't be joining the party.
I can see why this place is the stuff of cautionary bedtime stories.
Not to mention why the Abbey's keeping way the hell away.
We shouldn't let our guard down. But this place could still be a good chance to hone our combat skills.
Indeed. Most everything we fought here seems to follow a pattern. This is a good place for tactical training.
If we ever end up on another island like this one, we should probably come prepared for the kinds of enemies we'll face.
I have no idea how this'll taste. You've been warned.
Cooking! Got it!
I'll show you the beauty of my skill!
Done for. We can do this! Hope this works! You wronged me! Here's your justice! Fight in order! Ready to feel the burn? Is that all you got? Absorber! Better watch your step! Ready to feel the burn? Fire mine! Hope this works! It's gonna get ya! Absorber! Left moon!
incredibly powerful enemy.
We can do this! Here! Turn! Who's next? Water mine! Blade, here's true! Maelstrom! Crimson Servant, lightning! Lightning, rain down! Shock up! Crash through! Attack! Here! Thunder! Power! Maelstrom! Rising Falcon! Firing! I will go! I won't go easy on you! Do you think we're Earthquake? Take the side! I'm dead! Blade, here's true! Maelstrom! Just me! I'll take it! Strike! I stand in the light of the heavens! Cower before the gates of hell! Come forth, divine lightning! Descend now! Indignation! Dark and light!
Whew, I thought we were done for.
We can do this! Go, go! No mercy! Wounds that won't shoot! Lick the pay! Is that all you got? Fire immediately! Make it clear off! Better watch your step! Out of bullet! Hold it!
Just how does this sword work?
Don't touch it. You'll hurt yourself.
In other words, the rest of her is fair game. We can do this!
No mercy! Wounds that won't shoot!
Lick the pay! Get out of my way! Thermal fuel! We're getting wings! okay? I'll show you the beauty of my spear work. Darkness! Out of my way! Full distortion! Fire mode! Ice Ready to feel a burn? Absorber! Absorber! Water mine! Here! Take the down red! Blood moon! Absorber! I will split! Gravity mine! Water working! I will split! Alright! Better watch your step! I thought we were done for.
I'll finish this now.
That all you got? Now, rise, arise, ascending angel! That all you got? That all you got? Make it like blast away the shadows of darkness! Blast away the shadows of darkness! Let it go! Kaleido's ray! Are there more? Blast away the shadows of darkness! Let it go! I did it! Break it! I will go easy on you! Hope this works! Quicken wit! Here's I'll help you! Gaze upon my fiery mirrors! Kaleido's ray! Divine I'll help you! Are there more? I will go easy on you! I will go easy on you! Dear police! You wronged me! Here's your justice! Find an order! Slow down! Rendon slash tear and mash! Just bang! Are there more? I'll help you! Gaze upon my fiery mirrors! I will go easy on you! Constant soul distortion! Gaze upon my fiery mirrors! Kaleido's ray! Just bang! Did I get it? I'll help you! Are there more? Walls of armor! I will go easy on you! Thermal skewer! Shake the heaven! Just bang! Soul distortion! Walls of armor! Let's go! I'll help you! Dark and light! Break it! I will go easy on you! Break it! Earth Sigma! Elements of creation gather! Instantaneity! I did it! Did I get it? I'll help you! Blade of Heaven's will pierce mine enemies! I will go easy on you! Soul distortion! Elements of creation gather! I'll help you! Crimson wait! I did it! I will go easy on you! Rolling white one forever! I will go easy on you! Rendon slash tear and mash! Dark red! Rolling white one, I have no escape! Boys, then I'll help you! Are there more? Wait! Rolling white one, I have no escape! Boys, fire!
I refuse to fall here.
show you the beauty of my spear work. Ready, steady, and blast! No mercy! Wounds that won't heal! Carve the flesh! Lick the pay! Ready, steady, and blammo! This work! Creation power! Absorber! Here's true! One down! Explode! Blade, here's true! Master! Blade the cat! Watermine! This worked! You're the metal one down! Is it hot or is it just me? Easy peasy! You're trouble! When it comes to paying, it's better to give than receive! No mercy! Wounds that won't heal! Carve the flesh! Lick the pay! When it comes to paying, it's better to give than receive! Better watch your step! Watermine! Here! You're all about to get a lot closer! Gravity mine! Ready, steady, and blammo! Lightning! You're all about to get a lot closer! Gravity mine! I'll run you! I run thunder! Run thunder! Looks like you're gonna be put on ice! I will go incandescent speed! I'll help you! Absorber! Got sick! I will go easy on you! Got sick! Watermine! Explode! Kaboom! Looks like you're gonna be put on ice! Easy peasy! I can heal the wounds, but I can't heal the pain! Slow down! I can heal the wounds, but I can't heal the pain! Lick the beacon! Heal it! Absorber! Watermine! Ready to feel the burn? Absorber!
I still need a lot of training.
Is training hard?
It's necessary, so no, I don't think so.
Classic honor roll student.
We can do this! Pierce! The crushing wing! Shield sequence! Recording! Receive my blessing! Lick the beacon! Void fire! Crushing wing! Shield sequence! Shield sequence! Kaleido's red! No mercy! Wounds that won't heal! Carve the flesh! Lick the pay! Swirling black incredibly powerful enemy.
We've been to all of the Class 4 islands now.
No matter how many monsters we beat up, they just keep coming!
After years of neglect, malevolence has seeped into the very bones of those places. No matter how many times we hunt them, more come.
Well, I can't complain. They make for good training.
You look pretty happy, Eleanor.
I am. When I think about how we've gone into places too dangerous for the Abbey and aided the public's safety, it makes me feel good.
Sticking your neck out for the Abbey when it wouldn't do the same for you sounds like a fool's errand to me.
I don't think so. There's a certain strength to be gained in doing things like that.
Oh, woe and misfortune, meow. The harbinger of the end has come to Norman Island, meow.
The Harbinger of the End?
What are you talking about?
The harbinger of the end is said to deliver judgment upon the world, meow. If he judges us bad, he will destroy us all. If he judges us good, he'll grant a single wish, meow.
That's rather binary.
Sounds like a man of extremes.
Not just extreme, but all-powerful, meow. Whatever you do, you'd better stay away from Norman Island.
Okay, just stop. Stop telling us not to do things.
Wow! I ain't seen people in forever! Not since Artorias and his bunch.
You've met Artorias before?
Met him? Boy, I tell you what, I've done way more than that. Once, we all went adventuring with Artorias and the king himself. If you can believe it. We traveled the world, purifying malevolence and spreading the blessings of Malakim.
Wait, the king?
Yes, ma'am. The one and only King Claudin, who ended the era of darkness.
The Hero King? How could someone from the distant past be traveling with Artorias?
Between you and me, little lady, he used an oath to live about another 300 years. Heck, he was even the former head of the Exorcists.
King Claudin was the head of the Exorcists?
He held that post for a real long time, but then he met Artorias, who was an orphan. The king couldn't have been happier. He found an earnest pupil, a perfect candidate for his successor. But then, things took a mighty sad turn for the worse.
What happened?
All the other Norman who traveled with us are on their way to the place where Claudin died. The place known as Loringen. If you want to know more, you ought to ask them.
It's hard to believe that King Claudin, the former head of the Exorcists, and Artorias' teacher were all the same person.
It's not so unbelievable. Melchior was using the same oath. I'd even go a step further and say that Melchior was imitating Claudin to get in his inner circle.
Hold on. You didn't happen to know Claudin, did you?
Afraid not. I never met the man in person. But I knew he had enough quirks to really get the old geezer's goat sometimes. I mean, he gave up wealth and power to protect the world as an exorcist. The man lived for his work in the same way that a fish lives to swim in the sea.
And Artorias is the one who took his place.
For now, let's just focus on getting to Loringen. Listen, Velvet. If nothing else, I think you should find the truth for your own sake.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
It's Jude and Mila.
What are you two doing here?
Is there any chance the two of you are the harbinger of the end?
No, we're not.
But the Harbinger has entrusted us with his battle. The Battle of Judgment.
The Battle of Judgment?
You're not saying that if we lose to you, our world will be destroyed, are you?
That's exactly what we're saying.
This Harbinger of the End, did he promise to send you back to your world if you won?
Look, we just have things left to do back in Rizamaxia.
I'm sure you do, but we've got unfinished business here in our world, too.
A girl and her pet? You really want to take us on?
Not a pet. Magikazam! A human!
What? I've never seen my little incantation have such an effect before!
Such is the power of the Harbinger of the End. Perhaps now you see the gravity of this battle.
You'll have to give it everything you've got if you want to beat us. In place of the Harbinger of the End?
Let the battle of judgment begin!
What are you two trying to do?
Crash
That is
Water dancing for wind, be my my spear. I call thee.
Elemental mastery! Wheel! Whirling assault! Flowing black fire, no escape! Void fire! Void Take that overdrive!
Flame, water dancing, wind, be my my spear. Elements, I call thee.
Elemental mastery!
Forget the pain and move!
Quick!
Dark despair, kindle a beacon of hope! Blades of wind, lights them! Shine like the gods!
Blade torrent! You broke me! Here's your justice! Fight in order! Blade torrent!
No escape!
Take that!
Die? Think you can dodge? Just try! Perfect mayhem! Ready to die? Whatever comes next, this is just the first step! To kill you! Howling dragon! Wait! Shoot into the void!
I think we're done here.
Mila!
This fight is over. Victory goes to the woman there.
I take it you're the harbinger of the end?
Correct. I am the one who delivers judgment upon this world. As the victor, I shall grant you one wish. Whatever it be, speak it now.
I want you to return these two back to their world.
Why?
You said you have things to do back home, right? That's why.
Are you certain? I can grant you anything your heart desires, even the chance to turn back time and undo the past.
No, I won't run away. Not from my past, and not from the wrongs I've done. That is my decision.
Then the judgment has been dealt. I sense no malice in your will. As such, the world shall not meet its demise.
Huh?
You see, your answer was the true test of judgment.
We were charged with drawing out your true innermost wish.
Then the Harbinger's a fool. I'm the Lord of Calamity here.
And what of it? Not all demons must be evil, and not all heroes must be good. Humans are complex creatures, as capable of love as they are of hatred, and committing sin as often as acts of charity. Goodness and malice are but two halves of one whole, the line between which is ever shifting.
Well then, you're as bad as it gets. You were ready to destroy the world. Had the one who answered fallen under the shifting notion of evil.
Indeed. But the good within that same single person carries the opportunity to save the world as well.
That's a terrible gamble.
No, I always believed it would turn out this way.
Me too. I trusted you would all do the right thing in the end. Jude has good instincts when it comes to humans.
That's too bad, because I'm not a human.
You're not? Well, that still doesn't really change anything.
No matter if you're a human, a spirit, or a demon lord.
Yeah, that doesn't matter at all.
Come. I have kept you two away from your world for far too long. It is finally time for me to return you to where you belong.
Huh?
Goldapan?
Was that Goldapan talking just now?
When the end times come, a talking Pengyon will declare judgment upon the sinful. Goldapan is said to be an ominous creature that signals the end of the world.
Oh yeah, I remember all that now.
I can't believe that Goldapan was the harbinger of the end.
That was a close call. If Velvet had devoured everything like usual, the world would have ended.
Hey, I'm not the Reaper here.
Anyway, I'm glad Jude and Mila were able to go home.
Definitely. Although, I'm not sure I'll be able to eat penguin meat ever again.
Indeed. Wouldn't want to accidentally nosh on the harbinger of the end.
Hey, I've got a question. Were you one of the Norman who traveled with Artorias?
Why, sure! Are you a relative of his or something?
Tell me, what happened here?
No can do! That ain't something I can just go blabbing about!
I'm a follower of Melchior's, who in turn stood behind Claudin. Please, we'd like to know.
Well then, this place is where Claudin died. It all happened more than 10 years ago. Claudin had taken an oath never to kill, but he broke it to save the life of Artorias, his most beloved disciple.
Another death on his hands.
Nah, Artorias didn't do nothing wrong. There was no other way Claudin could have saved the boy. Besides, Claudin had nearly stretched that oath to its limits. Claudin believed in the purity of Artorias' spirit. He entrusted his hopes and the very future of the world to his disciple. Sad thing is, Artorias just kept blaming himself for the death of his master.
That sounds like him.
So he tried to do everything he could to live up to Claudin's ideals, with no one else to help. He traveled the world teaching folks about Malachine and them dreadful demons, and how important it is to have a pure heart. But people had lived in peace so long, they didn't care for his stories. And in the end, the four Empyreans drifted into slumber. Once again, Artorias felt he had nobody to blame but himself. So what did he do? He started talking about how if we stuck with him, he'd turn us into demons. So he journeyed to the east, all by his lonesome.
He went east.
Say! How is Artorias doing these days? What's he been up to?
Thanks for sharing your story. I know it must not be the easiest thing to talk about.
Midgand has become a dangerous place. You should go back to Norman Island before you turn into a demon.
So, our young head exorcist, racked with despair and helplessness, gave everything up and headed to the east. So then, to Eastgand, I guess?
Maybe to a ball.
Velvet, why don't we stop in a ball? I feel like we're being called there.
Yeah, I feel it too.
Once I saw this place, it all started to make sense. Artorias must have lived a happy and peaceful life here.
Who are you?
Who, me? I'm a Norman who traveled the continent with Artorias years ago. He's been on my mind quite a lot lately. So I followed a rumor that led me here.
That Princessia. Were you the one who put it out?
Nope, wasn't me. It was already here when I arrived. Do you know the deeper symbolic meaning behind the Princessia flower?
It can mean an irreplaceable treasure, or that you wish them well for years to come.
Then the one who planted it was...
Yep, that's right. The person lying in this grave saved the life of a certain someone who had been worn down and broken by his mission. Thank you. The poor fellow. He was always so serious. So deadly, deadly serious. And he was practically always being strangled by his own conscience. So much so that he deluded himself into believing he needed to erase the emotions of the human race he so dearly loved. Please, if I may, somehow, some way, set the poor guy free.
Oh, I intend to. But my version of setting him free might be a bit different from yours.
Well, I'm still counting on you, Lord of Calamity.
I think I understand Artorias' past now.
Yeah. No matter who you are or how far up the chain you climb, life never entirely goes your way.
You said it. As much as he claims to be a man of reason, he still managed to give in to sentiment enough to plant flowers here.
Not only can he not protect the ones he loves, he can't even permit himself to be free.
Indeed. But I think that's human nature, too.
I suppose. But I'd also say he has an inner strength like no one else. He lost his master and his wife, and yet he overcame those failures to rise again as the shepherd.
I get that. But it doesn't absolve his crimes. I have to settle the score with him.
Yeah. I'll be with you until the very end, Velvet.
Are you sure that's really something you want to say in front of your sister's gravesite?
All the more reason. She should hear this.